As this year's RSAC conference prepares to kick off in just a few hours, I do want to head to San Francisco, where JD Durkin joins on the ground. JD, it's great to see you bright and early out there on the West Coast this morning. And what can you tell us as the RSAC conference is about to get underway?
That's right, Kristen. Thank you so much. We are here at RSAC in beautiful San Francisco, California. Truly the Coachella of cybersecurity. I've heard it described. You like that one?
I like that. I love that.
What better way to kick things off here on the ground than with a conversation with Hugh Thompson? He is, of course, the executive chairman of RSAC. Just rang the opening bell. We don't do many remote opening bells during the year, but what a special occasion. Thanks for having us out here.
Oh, thanks for coming. And, you know, what an experience, right? You ring that classic bell and you see the majestic history of the New York Stock Exchange. And it's a huge honor for us.
You're expecting more than 40,000 attendees at RSAC this year. What can those attendees expect?
They're going to expect a lot of cybersecurity. And I tell you, they need it. A lot's changing in cyber. Cyber criminals are getting better every day, and it's AI all week. Bad guys using it, good guys using it.
Hugh, what are some of the ways that you've seen the general cybersecurity landscape change over the course of your career, and how have you hoped that RSAC keeps up with those emerging trends?
You know, unfortunately, I'd say what we've seen is that the cybercrime organizations have really turned into businesses. Like, they operate like a business. And they're willing to invest, they're patient. And then what we've also seen, though, is the cyber defender community come together and share with each other, share ideas, share techniques. And that's amazing to see, right? So you got the bad guys organizing, but the good guys are organizing too. And they will be this week here at RSAC.
You've got a killer lineup of keynote speakers. How are you and the team here at RSAC going about crafting the programming and the general themes for the attendees this week?
You know, I can't take credit for it because everything we do here is driven by our community. So every year we have a call for speakers. We go out. We got 2,800 applications this year from around the world, 140 countries. And our independent program committee picks the agenda. They like AI this year, apparently.
And apparently they like AI a lot more this year than they have in the past. If I'm not mistaken, just 2 years ago, only 5% or so of your submitted proposals for talks involved artificial intelligence. Those numbers have changed a little bit. What are your expectations for 2025?
They have changed dramatically. It's the popularization of ChatGPT. Before, you had to have both technical skill and the will to attack. Now, you just have to have the will, and you don't need the technical skill anymore. That's changing the dynamic for attackers. We're seeing them go after small and medium-sized businesses, for example. Wouldn't make economic sense in the past, but it does now. But we're ready.
What most excites you about the programming here at RSAC this year?
You know, I'll tell you, it's the camaraderie between people in our community. You wouldn't believe it. People in security, you'd imagine they're pretty closed, they're pretty paranoid. But this is a group that is so willing to share among each other. Even among highly competitive companies, they're united on this, cyber. How can we get better together?
Hugh, what's awesome about doing the opening bell here on this stage is that this room, as impressive as it is, later on today, you're hosting the 20th Innovation Sandbox Contest. What is that all about for people hearing about it for the first time? It's pretty cool, and it's really big for the people involved.
Oh, we are just thrilled. This is our 20th year of Innovation Sandbox, and we've tracked back over the years, and those companies that have passed through here, that have been in the top 10 cohort, if you look at all the years, have attracted more than $18 billion in capital. Some of them have become the juggernauts of the cybersecurity space. I can't wait to see what this year's cohort will become. We've got amazing companies this year. A lot of people are going to be here to see what they're doing, and they're solving the problems that we need solved right now, and they're solving the problems of the future.
And finally, Hugh, while I still have you, and you've been very grateful for your time, what is one thing you want every RSAC attendee to know about this year's conference and the general state of cybersecurity?
I'd say I'm hopeful on cybersecurity, and it's because of the people. We are mission-driven around cyber, and that's something most people don't understand. And if you just keep that in the back of your mind, you know you got an army of people there to support you. So for those that are here, I encourage them to meet as many people as you can, because you're going to need them, and we need them in the fight.
You congratulations on both the event here this week and for doing the remote opening bell. And thanks for taking the time to join the broadcast this morning.
JD, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome talking with you.